Hi everybody. So I'm going to show you how to make a poolish. Now this is for our pizza crust. It's made in a couple of different segments, and this is the first of those segments. So it will take 500 grams of flour. You can use white. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I'm going to be using unbleached white flour, but you can use whatever you have on hand. It's going to take 500 grams of flour, 500 grams of water so that you have 100% hydration, and only 1/8 of a teaspoon of yeast. And then this is going to set for 12 to 14 hours. So it's about 8 o'clock now, and I'm going to check it tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And if it's not done, I'll let it go a couple more hours. But I'll show you what it's supposed to look like tomorrow after it's done. But right now we're going to go ahead and mix it. So I've already scaled out my water, which I'll put in there in just a moment. But I wanted to show you how much 1 cup of flour weighs. Now this is unsifted. So I'm going to get my tare weight on my measuring cup. Now, unsifted white flour, 1 cup leveled. So I'm going to level off the top of it and weigh it out, and it comes in at 145 grams. So we need 500 grams, of flour for this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll measure it out until I get to the correct amount. So there's 144 grams. I'll move my flour a little bit closer so I don't have to go so far. 2 cups makes it 288. 3 cups makes it 438. So we need 500. So I'm going to switch over and try half cup increments. Let me re-say that. 1/4 cup increments. So that puts it to 470. So you're going to be looking at right around 3.5 cups of flour. It actually weighed in at 502 grams. So that's perfect. So figure 3.5 cups of flour, not sifted, just leveled in your measuring cup. Okay, so you're going to add that. Then you're going to add 500 grams of water. Okay, so 500 grams of water is actually 2.25 cups. And I've already scaled it. You can probably see the thermometer. It's at 80 degrees. So you want it to be 80-degree water, or a little bit warmer would be okay, but don't go much colder than that because you have to activate the yeast. So what I'm going to do is just simply pour it in a pool in the middle. And then on top of that, I'm going to add my 1/8 teaspoon of yeast. So I don't know if you have an 1/8 teaspoon measurement, but I'm going to go with 1/4 teaspoon and just use half of it. So that's all the yeast that we're going to add to it. And then next, we're just going to simply mix it. You can use your hand, which is what I'm going to do. And get a pretty good sized bowl, because in the morning this is going to be probably double to triple the size that it is right now. So all you're going to do is mix it together, and it's going to make a real kind of a wet paste. And then when it's all mixed together, what we're going to do is cover that with plastic wrap. So I won't make you watch that portion of it, but cover it with plastic wrap and leave it in your kitchen or in a room that's 65 to 70 degrees. Now, overnight your kitchen's going to probably be about that, so just leave it on your kitchen counter and it will be just fine in the morning. But again, cover it, and you can see the consistency that it's making. It's kind of just like a really wet paste. And you kind of want to blend it all together so there's no chunks, and that there's no dry flour bits left in it. So you can see that that's pretty well incorporated. It's all mixed together. So I'm going to put it into this video right here. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and in the morning We'll take a look at it. All right, buddies. See you in a bit.